A lot of you probably know me as a friendly guy who is positive in most of his videos. However, today I decided to show a different side of me because some of you asked me to make a video with my personal thoughts. And today I'm going to rant about one of the industries that I dislike, which is actually the one I'm working in, the fitness industry. The first thing that I hate about the fitness industry is that everyone should look the same and they all should be ripped and in shape. Well, that's something that really bothers me. I have way more respect for someone who's overweight but respects it or that is trying to do something about it than someone who is already in great shape and judge others that they are in bad shape and that they should look better. Now, these are two things that I really hate: judging others and also trying to fit in. Be yourself and don't be afraid of not fitting in. Not everyone needs to be ripped and be a big bodybuilder. However, this doesn't mean that I support obesity or any other behaviors that negatively influence someone's health. I think you're responsible for your own health, and therefore I also support the idea of increasing the taxes that someone has to pay if they are obese or if they are smoking or doing any other thing that can be negatively influencing their health. Say fitness industry, and one of the first things that comes to mind as well is supplementation. Supplements, I've been honest about it for all these years. I've never really supported them. So with that I have a big problem. Simply because I don't see any benefits of using most supplements, so at least 99.99% is worthless. The only one that I find beneficial is creatine. But again, it's a supplement, so you really don't need it. Obviously, I'm not against taking supplements such as vitamin D or vitamin B12 if you are a vegetarian or vegan, for example, because then it's simply necessary to take these supplements. Fitness models and bodybuilders. Are there bigger liars in the world than them? Well, maybe politicians, but other than that, I don't think so. Of course, I'm not talking about everyone, but a part of these models and these bodybuilders are definitely scamming everyone. Like I already said, they are using steroids in order to sell their products, to say that these products, these supplements, help them to get this big. Whereas it's mostly the steroid use, and of course they do work out hard besides that. But without the steroids they probably wouldn't look the way they look, and especially not by using supplements. That brings me to the next point on my agenda, which is fitness trainers that give you nutritional advice. I also include friends that work out with you, so just guys in the gym that are giving you nutrition advice. These are just as bad, if not worse, but let's focus on the fitness trainers first. So a lot of fitness trainers don't have any formal training in nutritional science, and they don't know what they are talking about if it comes to nutrition. So for example, they might recommend you to eat a lot of semi-lean meat such as ground beef, and they tell that that's good for you and that you need the fats that are in the meat. Actually, saturated fat from meat is always a bad thing. There's nothing positive about it. Obviously, saturated fat on its own is not that bad if you get it from nuts and seeds, because there is some saturated fat in that as well. However, I think that if you are not educated in nutrition, you shouldn't be giving any advice. And with the nutritional advice that I dislike also comes low carb diets. I recently switched to a primarily plant-based diet, and with that I mean that I'm right now in a transition period of going completely vegan. I almost don't eat any animal products whatsoever at the moment, and I already know that a lot of people are going to comment saying that you cannot get enough protein, for example. Obviously, that's just one stupid accusation that a lot of people make about people who don't eat meat. You can get more than enough protein from plant-based diets, and there shouldn't even be a discussion about this. The final thing that I dislike about the fitness industry is the idea that you should only listen to the guys who are already big and muscular, or the women who are already in great shape, and that someone who is smaller, like I am, doesn't know what he is talking about. Honestly, I think that intelligence and knowledge should be the #1 priorities on your list if it comes to finding a personal trainer or finding someone to teach you. My guess is that a lot of these big fitness models and bodybuilders who use steroids to look this big are direct relatives of Neanderthals, and honestly I wouldn't rely on their advice even if my life depended on it. Shouldn't we base the decisions that we make, directly or indirectly influencing our health, on scientific research and intelligent people rather than the biggest monkey out there who can scream the loudest and stupid bro science? Well, I think we should. Function over size and health over aesthetics. That should be the way it is. Now, hopefully this inspires you to be a more critical thinker and that you're actually basing your decisions on scientific research rather than listening to bro science and people who are just shouting out loud and don't know what they're talking about. Don't try to fit in, rather try to improve yourself and accept the person that you are and try to be a better version of yourself, and then you will eventually easily fit in a group and actually be of great value rather than just being another copy of that so-called standard person. Now, for those who are wondering why I am working in the fitness industry, well, it's basically very simple. I do like fitness and I like to improve health and I help people with that. And the best way I think I can do is by showing different ways of achieving these goals rather than going with the crowd and following the majority of the fitness trainers out there. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and the next time I will be a lot nicer again. I'll see you next time.